The dream stalk is now in full bloom. When you beat the game, or at least the story mode, that's what happens. Welcome back to Triple Deluxe. So, I did several things. Also, there are some things that I forgot to actually show before we move on to our big main event today. First, when you beat the main story, you actually get a gold little sunstone indicating that you have beat the story mode. I went ahead and did everything involving Kirby fighters. It doesn't matter which difficulty that you beat it on, just so long as you beat the story mode with any one of these abilities, then you'll be fine. And by that, I mean go through each round with any of these abilities on, regardless of difficulty, then you'll be fine. I also went ahead and I got every single keychain ever. And you get Hypernova All-Stars backing it up in order to prove your success. Don't worry, I'm going to show a montage of every single keychain that I've gotten. I edited it all together, so it's all good in the hood. Oh yeah, and your keychains will go into various little combinations. Like, here's all the hammer abilities, or these are all the new villains, or the more recent villains, and yada yada yada. And now, on to our big main event. This is Dededetour. You get to play as your boy DDD in a hard mode / time attack. DDD goes on a DDD tour. Yeah, get it? Because it's a DDD tour, yeah. It's a royal time attack with fewer recovery items than the main story mode. Save time by using warp holes. Jump into warp holes for a shortcut to stages farther ahead. A nefarious deluxe boss. Battle deluxe bosses along the way and face a final boss who wants revenge. Ooh, that would be a mystery. Who the heck is that little fancy guy? It's probably Meta Knight or something, but nah, it couldn't be. He's not here. Meta Knight isn't in this game, you idiot. He hasn't even been in this game. What are you, stupid? You're dumb. You seriously are dumb. Anyway, Dededetour. Most of these Kirby games have an extra mode, and this one is indeed the extra mode. So, it's a time attack mode where you get to play as a different character, aka DDD, our boy. At long last, Dededetour. This land will not be ruled by Queen Sectonia. No, it will be ruled by the king. The self-proclaimed great king of Dreamland embarks on his own adventure. So, basically, this little extra mode is... Well, it basically defaults you to hammer ability, but it also has the attributes of other abilities as well, including sword, ice, whatever else. Yeah, just things that you need. Only thing, though, is that you can't use Hypernova because only Kirby can do that. And also, Kirby can use copy abilities. Whereas you're defaulted to hammer with the attributes of most other abilities. Also, you literally start with, you know, your usual arsenal. And yeah, look at that. The bottom screen is all decked out DDD style. Yeah, and literally the only difference also is that you can also view your times here. And yes, we are doing all of Dededetour. All of it. So, prepare yourself because this is going to be a very long video, but don't worry, I'm only going to do the highlights. Yeah, throughout this whole entire time attack, I'm only going to do the highlights, since it's definitely not necessary to show the entire thing. So as you can clearly see, the portal skipped ahead to, I believe, the stage 1-2. Yeah, you're going to be running through every single stage, and there are going to be portals everywhere for you to find and stuff. Yeah, and with that, And with that, you can get much shorter times this way. And also, yeah, they weren't joking. This is fewer recovery items, but I don't think you really need to worry about that at all. So I'm going to give you some helpful tips and advice here. The pro tip is to probably just use the dash attack to just gain an extra burst of speed while you're at it. Yeah, just use that, and it's basically the mandatory for speed running and whatnot. And also, it will be your duty, if you are indeed speed running this, to know where each and every portal is. Because that will be your only way to legitimately get past, you know, certain stages. Or just skip ahead to yet another stage. So that will be the duty of yours. Also, any Hypernova segments are out because once again, DDD can't use Hypernova. And just be aware that certain sections may have like either a keychain for you, just in case you're missing any, or a portal for you. So it's important for you to just simply check. I may not get every single portal, but that's for, you know, other people to figure out and not necessarily me. So, yes, indeed. I don't need that. Oh, and also, every single boss fight is now going to be a DX boss fight. And you know what? It feels amazing to have Hammer at my disposal by default. So now I can just tear through all the mini bosses, no problem. Just like that. It's so good. It's so good, man. It hurts. It doesn't really hurt, but you know what I mean. Once you make it to a certain point, you'll get a checkpoint. So the next time you play, you can choose continue to pick up where you left off. So that'll basically tell you whether you're halfway through a world or not. Or sorry, I gotta use the proper terminology, a level. By the way, DDD, good job on beating up your own guys, by the way. I like, you really understand your minions so well and cool like that. Aha! Portal in the cannon room right there. Yeah. I kind of figured that would be the case. I'm not going to show off every like single portal because I don't know where every single portal is. But I'm going to show off the things. I'm going to show off the portals that I do find, you know, just for reference, just so that you understand the reference. I don't know how to talk because I just don't. I really don't. Well, either way, we'll move past the dual screen soon enough. I'm only showing it for this instance in particular. Because this is how both screens are in this mode. Yes, I do. Nah, that's okay. I don't need that. I don't need that. Yeah, who needs gyros? Seriously. When I could just simply damage boost all the time. Right over here is another one where you have to carry the key all the way over there. Oh. And don't worry, guys. I found a compromise. Ta-da! I actually made it so that I could display the little information right there. So don't worry about a thing. Oh, and by the way, the cutscenes are different for boss intros too. It's just that the information is on the top right, where you can easily see it. By the way, Flowery Woods DX, baby! This one small flower has grown into a deluxe size and has gone berserk. its relation to Wispy Woods, which makes its home in Dreamland, is unknown. Oh ho ho! Yeah, it makes it unknown, you say. Well, that's a given. Because literally no other Wispy Woods variation would exist without, you know, Wispy in general. I'm actually going to use the Maximum Tomato because I do need to heal, actually. Alright. So Flowery Woods is going to send out Gordos in addition to its own little things now. And now it's going to spin as part of its as part of the physical move that it has. And whenever you show up, vines will follow. So, yeah, indeed. Oh, Gordos and Puffs and everything else. Oh, God. Yeah, it can be a little bit tough to avoid all of those. Now it's going to bounce 3 times. Because there's always got to be a rule of 3. Oh, nuts. And that's okay, you're dead anyway. I said you're done anyway. Superstar in me is screaming. It's screaming for me to say, yes. By the way, this is just what it looks like right there. It's no biggie. You get keychains for your efforts. Not that I need them anymore. Because I've already shown literally everything. So during this little, I guess, intermission, where the DDD gameplay might just be, you know, not as dominant as it was before, we can show that me doing a little montage of every single keychain that I got from the gachas. Literally, all I had to do in this instance was to go back to level 1's boss. I beat up Flowery Woods so many times because boss stages count as part of the recharging process for, you know, the gachas. And I had to refill my play coins every single time. So it was a process. But a process that I eventually did. So you're very much welcome. I do this all for you. All for you. And it actually turned out that I was very much mistaken in how many keychains there were. There are 256 keychains in total. Yeah, 256 in total. Rather than, you know, 200. Like, I was thinking of Planet Robobot again. Those games are similar, I guess. Way too similar for their own good. So, there you go. There's your montage. And there are all the portals that I keep on getting into. And Yepperino. That's the way things work. By the way, this is what DDD looks like underwater. He can use his hammer too. He's got little goggles. I don't know where he gets it from. Maybe his Waddle Dees make him. In fact, that's probably the explanation. Oh, by charging up the hammer with the attack button. See, it's got the power of any sharp abilities too, so it can cut ropes too. So, that's a good one. It's very much a good one. And now, there we go. And portal, baby. This will lead you straight to the checkpoint, actually, yeah. See? All these portals save you time. By this cannon section, there's another portal in, I believe this is 2-3. And this will take you straight to, well, basically the end of 2-3, I think. Nothing more interesting happened except for the fact that I missed a portal, but that's okay. What am I doing? What am I even doing here? None of that matters. All right. Time to fight the painter dude. For she is going to be... She's going to have much more deeper lore, I swear. Born from a forgotten painting made by a mysterious brush, Painter DX has come to take her revenge. One must wonder if the painter who created her regrets giving her form. Maybe she's the sister. Who knows? Alright, Painter DX actually looks really cool, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I like the whole paintbrush motif going on with Painter and the DX. But as for the coloring, I think I like Painter DX a little bit more. Either way, as was the case with all of these DX bosses, they have either new attack patterns or more aggressive ones or both. And all of them have the case of both. So now you're going to tackle 4 times instead of 3, instead of just 1. You're gonna paint new things. You're gonna cover the screen in new and immeasurable ways. You're obviously the fake on the left. And thank you for showing me that Kirby will eventually have to fight these guys. All right, that one is obviously, yeah, obviously that one is the one in the middle is fake. And bye-bye. Okay. 9 minutes and 11 seconds. Okay, of course it had to be, you know, that number, but of course. Floating Kirby, Tack, Warp Star, and that's about it. All right, we're entering level 3 now, so hopefully things will actually pick up from this point. Old Odyssey is going to be something, let me tell you what. You can't destroy the train. Yep, unfortunately, you can't destroy trains. So, that's... Well, I wouldn't say ironic, but that's actually kind of funny that you can beat up all the Waddle Dees you can, but there's no beating up the Waddle Dee trains. Aha! In 3-1, when you go into the background and you enter that bonus room eventually, then you'll get warped all the way to 3-2. Oh! Okay. Okay, comedy. Because that was my bad. Ah, so it was a trick all along. This time you actually want to destroy that pillar that originally contained a sunstone or a rare, because that'll get you a portal. For once, in World 3, I am very happy about that, actually. Aha! Where a rare is, or where a sunstone was that I missed in World 3, you can skip ahead to the Old Odyssey checkpoint. Alright, cool. Yeah, nothing really of interesting value actually happened. Honestly. But, whatever the case, we actually did make it all the way over to Krakow. So, let's see how Krakow DX actually fares up. So, hopefully this will be an interesting time. There he is. He's all colorful and stuff. Kirby has defeated Kracko countless times, but as long as the clouds still hang in the sky, Kracko will never give up the fight. Except in the games in which he isn't there. Which I can only recount maybe like 1 or 2, or maybe like 3. But honestly, Kracko being the constant, being one of the constants, is actually kind of... based. Alright, there we go. Do your thing where you get angry. And then... now things get actually a little bit more complicated, actually. So now... Kracko's gonna shoot the laser. He's gonna activate the laser now. So that'll give you stars for you to inhale. Ah. And now, just remember, you can hit Kracko even when he's doing that whole spin charge thingy. Or spin spike thingy. Whatever attack it is. Okay, there we go. And you can also just kind of win by damage boosting if you really need to. Alright, there we go. Did it. (12 minutes 33). Well, not the best, but yeah, it's not the worst. I mean, I really only missed like a few portals then, so yeah. So now, heading into a wild world. Hopefully I can find more portals here than in the last one. Oh, apparently you can use the key to actually damage. Wait, let me see that again. Okay, there we go. That does a bit. Yeah, it just does a bit of damage. The key can be the ultimate life form. It can be the ultimate weapon of destruction. And Knuckles. Yeah, the ultimate weapon of destruction is a freaking key, which is amazing and awesome. Okay, I think what you have to do first off is actually... well, I think this might... well, this could lead to a portal, so... if it doesn't, then this section is entirely cut out. But, you know what? It'll be worth it. Okay. And... oh, what are you doing, computer? Yeah, what are you doing, computer? Okay, that should be good. I said that should be good. Aha, yeah! There we go. Now I don't have to cut out that entire section. Just skip all the way to 4-2. In the crack near the exit of this particular level is the portal. Well, I had to try for it again, but yeah, it's the portal that leads from 4-2, I think this is. Yeah, 4-2 to the haunted house. I'm just gonna call it the haunted house because this is definitely 4-3. So thank God I actually found another portal in this one. Really shaves off my time. Alright, now this is the checkpoint for Wild World. You can't really have a checkpoint for odd numbered stages with odd numbered, levels. Like, after 4-3 is the checkpoint. So it really only makes sense, probably, that they would probably round this out. Easiest portal to ever get is near the end of 4-4. It will allow you to skip ahead to, well, 4-5. Which is, duh. Yes, okay, so I know about this one. So you're going to the bonus room of 4-5, I believe. Yeah, 4-5. Which is, I believe, near the end of the whole level, I think. Then you do your usual bit. And that's how you get the key to open up the portal to the other side. And I got more portals in this world than I did in any other. Wild. Get it? It's because it's Wild World, yeah. Alright, Coily, Rattler. Let's see what you have now, because I remember in the initial fight, this was one of the fights that got me. The statuesque snake was once seen by the people of the sky as a symbol of peace. However, it's since been corrupted by an evil magic and has become the scourge on the land. Oh, so yeah, Taranza just basically made this symbol of peace evil now. So yeah, think about that. In his haste to, well, mistakenly take DDD, he corrupted like this symbol of peace for everyone, and now everything in this part of the world just went to hell. So you're gonna coil around a lot more than usual, which is a given. And now, thanks to you coiling around, you're gonna send out your body parts a whole lot faster now. And that head is going to appear wherever you are. Alright, there we go. Ooh. Can I still get you? No, I can't actually. Oh god, you're gonna go back and forth with that attack now. Okay. Oh, you're gonna do a little fake out. Okay, nice. Nice. Okay, I was ready for you that time. I was ready. I was ready for you all. Clearly. About the same. Yeah, I did about the same as last time. But you know what? It's all good. Alright, Kirby in canon. Again, not that all of these even matter anymore. But, there we go. Endless explosions. I'm really not looking forward to Pyribbit DX. Honestly, like, I give the World 5 music not enough credit, because I think the song is called Mountains in an Angry Sky, and this one is really good. It's like one of the best mountain themes I think I've ever heard. And it's kind of underrated, to be honest. Like, I just love how aggressive it sounds. Like you get, yeah, like you truly do get the feeling that this is the lava world, definitely. I mean, of course it is. But you also got those little techno sounds going on in the background too, so that's pretty cool. In fact, it's super cool. I don't need the invincible candy anyway for that Mr. Frosty guy. I don't really need it. I mean, I need the Maximum Tomato, but I don't really need that guy. I actually managed to catch up with you. Yeah! Because considering the way you were going up, like, really quickly, yeah, no. You were definitely guarding an exit. Yep. Now we're in 5-2. So, thank God. So far, the most places I found like rares or sunstones aren't portals at all, but they've been 1-ups. I have 34 lives right now. Do I even need that many? No. But, I mean, again, it's appreciated, but not really necessary. This game's already easy enough as it is. Again, I want to preface, I want to I want to preface the fact that people can. I want to preface the fact. Well, not really again because this is the first time I'm bringing it up. I want to preface this like little. I want to preface this little thing by saying that people complained that Kirby Star Allies give you way too many lives. Ahem. The previous Kirby games in question, I got 34 lives. Yeah, the previous Kirby games in question that I have demonstrated to you. You know, I've gotten so many lives from just this one thing alone. And this is all without restarts or rebooting save files, like I've often had to do during, you know, the main story. You know, whenever I'm done with the session. Like, sure, you end up with well over 100, but are lives really not important nowadays? Am I like, really? Are lives seriously important? Are they really an indicator as to whether video games are truly easy or not? That's entirely different. That's an entirely its own question altogether, I suppose, but it's just really hilarious that, you know, people would come up with this criticism that Kirby Star Allies was, like, too easy because they give you, like, too many lives, I guess. Or maybe I'm just remembering it. Well, whenever we eventually get to Star Allies, because we will get there eventually. But I'm just saying, I want to preface that fact by saying that Star Allies is a good game. I'm saying that right now. Man. Well, I really only found one portal, which is fine. But, you know, I kind of would have really preferred to find some others, but you know what? That's neither here nor there. We're coming up on Pyribbit, so, yeah, we're just readying ourselves for, like, the long haul, I suppose. Because let me tell you, Pyribbit is just slightly annoying, but manageable. Also, just like how Pyribbit exists without being corrupted by Taranta's magic at all. And it's the only boss fight where you manually have to wake it up. He quenches his thirst with boiling magma and snacks on molten lava rocks. The most unforgiving environments are comforting for Pyribbit. Okay, fair enough, I suppose, but yeah. If you don't like Pyribbit's tendency to just appear in the background so much, well, you're gonna hate Pyribbit DX's tendencies. Because the DX version of Pyribbit is just... yeah. See how long he stays? Like, that's barely even like 2 seconds. 2 seconds to just basically attack him with abilities. And also, yeah, you can also damage his tongue too, if you really want to. You're gonna have to really get that chip damage in work. Because, yeah, you're gonna have to be waiting a little bit. Because that's what Pyribbit does best. So now pay attention to the position of the lava creatures this time around. Because, well, the lava creatures are going to be dipping and dipping. Very much so. Basically, it'll be up to you to figure out the positioning and how to time your dodges right. Ooh, when we have to fight these guys as Kirby, it's gonna be something else, let me tell you what. Because I love bosses that can take forever to go into the background. Haha. DD may be fat, but he can still crouch. He can still crouch like a fool. Not really a fool, but a smart fool. Die. Thankfully, I only had to fight you like one more time. Then I never have to fight Pyribbit ever again. 13 minutes. Yeah. I suppose that's fine. But now we're getting into the real gauntlet because you probably noticed, but there's no EX stages yet. So what do? Well, believe it or not, since they weren't organized enough, they just compiled them all into one world. Yeah, no joking. They actually did just sort of compile all the EX stages into one thing because they couldn't fit them anywhere else for some reason. I don't know why, but this is the way it is. So now you got a gauntlet of all the EX stages so far. Well, except for, you know, EX stages 7 and 8, but that's all well and good. So literally, it's just, you know, the EX stages, then Royal Road, and then the final battles. And thankfully, the first portal is literally right here. I think that just goes all the way over to the first DX mini-boss, actually. Yeah, it does. It literally skips the whole level. It doesn't skip you to an entirely new thing, but at least I get to hear the Superstar boss theme one more time. Or at least a few more times. There we go. Took only one more try. Literally just a second try in order to just skip ahead to, well, the boss fight anyway. Oh, this could be a portal, actually. Okay, so just remember to destroy the blocks from right to left. And there it is. See, now those guys will go a whole lot faster, so you're going to have to be really quick, especially in races with them. Now we're already on 3 EX. I was about to say, like, 4, but this is not 4. Oh! Okay, thank goodness, actually. Okay. I was actually able to get that portal. Alright. Cool. I thought there wasn't gonna be one. But thankfully there was. All I had to do was just to wait a minute. And I figured that would have been the case. Oh, I think we're actually at the... I don't think we're on the halfway point of the, Oh, wait, we are in the halfway point of the EX stages, actually. Okay. Alright, well, there's definitely no boss fight. Because there is no DX boss thing, or whatever it is. Oh, thank God. I was about to say... I was about to be like, you know, if this doesn't lead to a portal and it just leads to a 1-up that I don't need, it was like way too complicated to even be allowed. So that's why I will thank the goodness on this day for allowing me to have a portal to go all the way to EX Stage 5. The things I do for, you know, portals. The things I truly do for them. Yep. Having to deal with the gyros yet again. But I'm also like, thank God I also have one of the coolest DX stages out there. You know, to cap it all. Basically the, bonus room with the archery stuff in stage EX5 you have to do in order to get to the portal to stage EX6. I had to get in a few attempts, but stage 7 or 6 EX, I suppose. The portal is right there. Also, there's no 7 and 8 EX. Like, I'm an idiot. Like, there's no, like, 8 EX. Maybe my mind was just absolutely playing tricks on me. So I almost died getting to that portal, so, yeah. That was definitely a me thing. Okay, we made it through the EX stages. You know, without too many hiccups. But that also means that I have to go through Royal Road. Yeah, take a look at the timer right now. I'm at 24 minutes, technically. Like, if all of this was all Royal Road, then that would definitely make it so that, you know, Royal Road wouldn't have ran out of ideas halfway through development of the entire world itself. But, stuff here is just the way it is. Stages 1, 3, and 5 are amazing. 2 and 4 are just basically boss rushes, so, yeah. But thankfully, I can skip pretty much those, and I'll show you where they are. Don't forget, after beating Gigant Edge in 6-1, go up to the moon, and you'll go into the Howl Room. Because this is where one of the portals is. Hal. Sorry, we're on a time attack, so we don't have time to admire the scenery. Of course, I might have time to destroy everything just to find a Maximum Tomato or a health potion, but that's fine. Thankfully, the portal to skip the rest of this level's boss rushes is here. Just make sure to kill the Scarfies, because they will go after the key. Just like the Mario key does. Oh, thank God I have enough water for that. Alright, so I believe this will let you skip all the way to 6-3, which is the cool stage. Actually, no. It's the other boss rush stage, actually. I believe the portal to 6-5 is, yep. Thankfully, you don't have to fight Pyribbit in this one. So just remember, thank you game designers for allowing us to skip Pyribbit. But that also means we get to experience the incredible 6-5 again, so... I mean, minus the Hypernova section, but... You know what? Also that we can hear this level theme again, and also see this again. It's great. See, when Royal Road isn't filled with boss rushes, it's cool. It's a really cool final world. It just had the baggage of those boss rushes. Seriously. Of course, this means we have to save all the people of the sky again, but thus making, you know, this level, like, incredibly long. But, you know what? It's fair. This is the path that we stuck on, and this is what we're gonna do. Ah, I see a portal down there. So that means I can skip this. I can skip this, sorta. So, in the area where you have to save the, one of the sky persons by, you know, beating a mini-boss. Yeah, you can clearly see a portal down there. And, okay, thank God you don't have to die. Thank God you don't have to die. At all. Well, technically you can just skip this mini-boss, actually. The Howl Room of this stage won't save you. But saving the rest of the people of the sky can. Either way, what are you doing? The time's still going. The time's still going. What are you doing? I don't even know why they take away control of you at this point. Like, when the timer still goes. I don't get it. But what I do get is the fact that this is finally almost over. My recording is at 1 hour and 56 minutes right now. It's going to go over 2 hours at this point. But at the very least, we can finally say that we can almost put this baby to bed. Except I still have one more video after this. Sectonia DX. Because of course. Sectonia and Taranza were once good friends, but Sectonia became obsessed with vanity and delusions of grandeur. It wasn't long before her heart went evil, turning her into the power-hungry monarch she is today. So definitely something must have happened to Sectonia to make her evil. What exactly what that is? We may know soon enough. Either way, Sectonia DX, I'm taking away the timer now, because, well, we basically had enough of that, and besides, I want to be full screen for this. Yeah, now she has a lot more new attacks, and a lot more aggressive attacks, of course. Which, of course, means she's going to be in the background more, but there are opportunities for her to be, you know, going from the background to the foreground so that you can attack her. I also just happen to like the coloring on Sectonia DX. Actually, it's pretty cool. Honestly, like it a little bit more than her regular color scheme, which her regular color scheme isn't bad. It's really cool looking, but Sectonia DX's color scheme is just a lot better. All right, come on, let me get you into phase 3 already, which is not happening at all. Also, I'm getting hit a lot, so that's not going to be good. That's not good at all. Okay, jump out of the way of that, obviously. And ooh. Oh, there we go. Phase 3. No use landing on yourself there, buddy. Okay. Now she's always gonna go behind you, so yeah. In this instance, yeah, just go all the way behind you, then use your dash attack. In this case. Bye. Amazing Mirror fans eating! Shadow DDD! In the depths of a mysterious mirror hanging in the hall of the Queen waits the Dark King, Shadow DDD. He wages battle against all comers, but Shadow DDD's true opponent is the darkness within his own heart. Jesus, dude. Yeah, Amazing Mirror fans are eating, because that was the Amazing Mirror right there. If it is called, I know it's called the Dimensional Mirror, or the Dimension Mirror in this case, but yeah, no. It is the Amazing Mirror right there. Such a cool callback, actually. Alright, Shadow DDD. He's basically the souped up Mass DDD fight. Because he clearly has all of DDD's skills, except a lot more souped up. But now he's gonna go super mode. Super mode. Now I had to actually remember to actually go out of the way of this. Okay, good. Just stay up in the air while he swings the axe. And now, jump, shockwaves, and stuff. Oh god. This is, yeah. Shadow DDD's a really cool boss fight. Because DDD fights are always, by proxy, really good. Oh, get a load of this. That's Dreamland 3 right there. And now I know what that is because I didn't play Dreamland 3 originally before, and I was like, why is his mouth opening like that? Like, ugh. And now I know because this is Dreamland 3. I definitely need that Maxim tomato soon. Okay. Alright, now you're gonna go in the middle of... Yeah, Shadow DD has a lot of attacks. Like, actually a lot of attacks. But you can do it if you are careful with your planning. By the way, no heals. It's not over yet. Amazing Mirror fans are about to get even more food. Dark Meta Knight's Revenge. He's back with a vengeance. The darkest shadow of the strongest warrior. Sealed in the labyrinth of the mirror for aeons, this Dark Knight has returned with one thing on his mind. Revenge! Would be a cool surprise, except the literal bio of this whole entire mode has spoiled it. Anyway, Dark Meta Knight's Revenge, like, oh my god! But still, though, the oh my god factor. I've definitely seen the original fight, like, loads of times since playing this for the first time, and I was like, who the heck is Dark Meta Knight, and what's his revenge all about? But then I remember, oh, wait a minute, maybe he's indirectly responsible for everything. So anyway, yeah, Dark Meta Knight, if you remember from the original Amazing Mirror, is basically Meta Knight, but with a few cooler attacks and a palette swap. But this time around, he's got a cool scar and a lot more interesting attacks. Yeah, no, this fight is awesome. This fight is so awesome. Yeah, they actually made Dark Meta Knight an interesting fight. It's so cool. I mean, of course, there has to be a Meta Knight fight in here somewhere. But who would have guessed it would actually be Dark Meta Knight? And he even has another perfect remix. Yeah, so when he goes super mode, that's when the Shadow Strike plays, and it's another perfect remix of the Amazing Mirror theme. Or rather, his theme from Amazing Mirror. It's gonna summon out a whole lot of tornadoes. His attack patterns are unpredictable, unlike with the other boss fights. And he can guard sometimes, too. It's a really great fight, and I'm so glad the modern Kirby games made him so much more interesting. Okay, but now how does it get home? Nobody knows how he'll be able to get home now. According to the canon of Dededetour, he's just stuck in the mirror dimension now. Anyway, an hour and 41 minutes, like, jeez. Yeah, definitely. I tried to find all the portals that I could. But, unfortunately, it just had to be this way. Still, if you can beat this, and I've seen speedruns where this takes, like, place a little over an hour. Or rather, the final time is, like, over an hour. Or just a little bit over an hour. Technically. So, yep. Good stuff all around. Good stuff all around. And also, this is quite literally the, well, actually, this is sort of a different one, because this has, like, a different background this time. So, I think we can just breeze right through this one. Of course, that means I have to sit through this entire thing. But, for you, it'll only be like a minute or so. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. There's even more. To the absolute shock of nobody. Yeah, look at DDD's castle just chilling in the background. Yeah. Actually, I didn't really feel like skipping that because this is a great song and you should really listen to it. Either way, there's still one more challenge left before we close the book on Triple Deluxe and Kirby for a while. And we'll take care of that challenge next time. See you guys on next time then. You